Boom!
Now that that's out of our system. Alright, Expendables. And one word, action. And I think that's all that was in here. So,
2 words?
no.
Action and more action.
More action.
Oh, that was 3 words.
Well, you had the action.
Okay, I get
I
that.
had more action. You know, that's how it was meant. There's not miscounting here. That's how it is.
Oh, I'll get you to start on the story though.
The story, I'm gonna say...
You're grabbing. I can see the gears moving in your head. It's because there really wasn't a story.
It's about honor, right? Because Mickey Rourke's in their movie, and really there's no really call for him except, you know, he's like he was the old guy, right? They did it before, the character. And I can say that, I don't give anything away, right? But, you know, it kind of like, it's this growth of character, right? And this, I'm not going to make the same mistakes as my protege.
Mentor?
Yes. And that's the word of the day, mentor, because I couldn't get it in my head. M-E-N-T-O-R, mentor. This guy, not my mentor, he's too young.
Maybe on action movies. Just a little bit.
That's true.
Because I really have nothing to say on the story because to me there wasn't one, which is good because it is a action.
Okay, well, I'm going to disagree with you. I still think, I'm still a fan of stories. Even though it's action, I still want a bit of a story, and this had a bit of a story.
That is an action drama. This is an action. Just action. Nothing else. Just action. You get Lundgren versus Jet Li, and I guess the literal translation of that is Kung Fu versus another mixed martial art kind of way.
Get your hands on my face. Get your hand on my face.
Anyway, you do a really good fight scene. Like the length of the movie is dedicated to these type of fights, so that's one of them. Another one, WWE versus MMA, and that's a huge one for me. Just personal preference. Couture versus Austin. Two really big name brands from both MMA and
besides being big name, just big honking dudes.
Like. Yeah, and I mean they really go at it in the fight scene. So
I think
if nothing else, if you just want a movie to blow things up, see people fight, this is the movie for you. It's just no story, just a reason to watch something blow up.
And I guess the one thing that I did like about this movie, it had me like, you know, like that whole fist pump, like,
yeah,
oh
the
yeah,
whole time.
just,
that adrenaline's there the whole time.
Just kicking, yeah. That was good. Yeah. Another thing I want to talk about with the Expendables is the filming. And by filming, I mean there were some really awesome scenes, and one involved that plane that they have. Mm-hmm. And a dock, and that's all I'm going to say.
It's in the trailer, so it's not really giving too much away.
Oh, okay, so it's in the trailer, but that dock scene when they like, you know, strafe the deck with the gunfire, and then afterwards they gasoline it up and blow the dock up. I thought that was just a wicked scene. You know, the problem I had with that was, you know, he's sitting going 200 miles an hour or what
in a plane, and he's just
no
like,
bugs in his teeth.
Yeah, there's nothing, right? It's like, yeah, whatever. This is cool.
One thing I did like though is that girl. She was hot once again. Eye candy in one of these movies. You know, if I had to look at Stallone's face,
that I would disagree with. I preferred Charisma Carpenter.
Much better.
Well, I like them both. So the other one had the exotic
he likes them both.
Okay, I just don't want to look at Stallone's face the whole time.
Sorry,
he doesn't gotta. I am the law. You know, see how my face all misshaped there from Judge Dredd? That's like it's a different movie, but that's his acting, okay?
But what I didn't like was how fake. I mean, I thought it was cool how the blood sprayed everywhere, but I didn't like how fake it looked.
How exaggerated it was?
Well, it was exaggerated, but it was fake looking, like.
Fair enough. New technology nowadays, you could probably do a little bit better.
And for cheap, you could have done it, and I didn't appreciate that at all. And I didn't appreciate.
I think all the budget though was tied up in paying all these people.
Well, exactly. Because you got Bruce Willis, you got Mickey Rourke,
even small like Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of like cameos in this thing.
But yeah, and then the fire I didn't like. The fire I thought was at some points it was really good. CGI'd. Yeah, like I loved the big explosions.
So basically, their animators that were in the back rooms were also all beat up and adrenaline. They're just like, yeah, I just want nickel move. But they didn't really think it through.
All right, so rating scale. It's that time.
I'll give it it's a tough one. I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5.
A hard 3.5.
Hard 3.5. Yeah. Does that mean a 4? Because I think that should really mean 4.
Okay, well we'll say 4.
Okay,
4.
Because for me, it's 5. Just because it's an action, it's only an action, not an action drama. Not to contend with anything else, just blow stuff up. That's what that word means, action. And it did that. You got 9.
Shots of adrenaline. And that will pump you up.
On to our next review.
On to the next review. Adrian!